Welcome back to the Break the Negative Cycle courses. This is course number 5, Achieving Your Dreams. Well, I can't believe how much we've covered already, right? We've talked about the happy brain, we've talked about finding your passion, dreaming for success, and now we're going to talk about achieving your dreams. Does this ever feel like you? You have goals, now what? Do you feel stuck? Not sure if the sun will rise again type of stuck. Or maybe you've created your SMART goals, you've made incredible progress, but now it feels like you're just a step away from either total and complete success or absolute failure. We have all been there, and I find that there's a simple 2-step model that I follow that helps me get unstuck. In this lesson, we will talk about the first step. In the next video, we will talk about changing your lens. These 2 steps together make a powerful impact on your success. So let's get started. So I have something called the parable of the plane. I love flying. I absolutely love being up in those beautiful clouds, up above the city, being able to see forever. I also have flown professionally as someone in the back. I guess you could say I have traveled the world. During one part of my career, I have traveled and flew so much that I hit over 120,000 miles in less than 6 months. That is a phenomenal amount of time in a plane. In fact, all of my flights were international. I would fly from Los Angeles to Australia often. Some of my other travels took me to India, South Africa, Asia, Europe, and more. At first, it was exotic, but trust me, it's not as glamorous as it sounds. But we're not going to talk about that non-glamorous part of it yet. Flying is an interesting thing. When you get in the plane, you don't think much about the mechanics. No, I'm not going to take time to discuss lift, drag, Bernoulli, navigation, and things of that nature. But have you ever sat in a cockpit for a long flight? It's absolutely amazing. The sun truly seems brighter. The clouds are whiter and the sky is bluer. If you pay attention though, you will notice that the pilot is not actually flying in a straight line. In fact, your journey from Los Angeles to Sydney, Australia is nothing but a series of constant corrections. To the untrained eye, you would think that you flew in a straight line, but the reality is that over the course of that 15-hour flight, the pilot made hundreds, even thousands of corrections. And so it is with our goals and our businesses. The path to success is not like the ladder that we've been taught. It is more like a picture that a 3-year-old draws. The lines are all over the place. It's creative, it's messy, it's colorful. Success and achieving our goals is about making the constant changes and corrections. In that, you will find the beautiful mess is truly creative and colorful. Our progress is a series of small corrections. Then the process to get to our end goal is through a series of small decisions. As you think about your goals or about your behaviors in the day, I want you to think about the smallest actions that you make. The 1% challenge is based on the principle of making changes to your behavior at such a small amount that it is barely perceptible. Think about the airplane again. If the pilot did not make a 1% change, where would he end up? In that flight from Los Angeles to Sydney, Australia, the flight would be off course by more than 75 miles. Think about it. The difference of 1% could be tremendous. And that is why this principle is so powerful. A 1% change in your behavior could be astronomical. What if you reached out to 1% more people than you already do for recruiting? Or what if it is 1% more training that you give to your team to encourage them? If you did this every day, just 1% more each day, imagine what the end results would look like. Your business is either growing or it is dying. And it's all through a series of 1% changes. When you notice you're getting off track, make that 1% change like the pilot to navigate back to your goal. Identify what is causing the change in direction and determine the key behaviors that lead to those changes. Then, as you make the 1% corrections, you will be able to strengthen your resolve to make the right choices moving forward. And that is how you get back on track. The 1% challenge is a great way to make a huge impact in your business over time. And like all changes, it takes time. Be patient with yourself. I think that's why I like the Happiness Breakthrough so much. The program is set up to give you tiny, bite-sized pieces of knowledge that you can use right now. Each course is set up to help you get unstuck, move past fear, and set goals that will make a positive difference in your life. You can get access to all of the courses right now in the Happiness Breakthrough. Plus, I am constantly adding more. Join us and let's get you going and making the changes that last.